Did feminism destroy family? That's a valid question. Is feminism as bad as most people think? Or is it something good? Is it something that still deserves its place in our current modern world? So, today we are talking about feminism. And this video is a response to a comment that I had on my video about femininity, where the person says that it appreciates my point of view about femininity, but it thinks that he or she, actually, I don't know, that feminism has destroyed the family, and it's something that that person seems to be sad about, let's say. And so that's a very interesting question, because I could have just answered, but there is just too much to debunk on this, so I wanted to do a video just about that. I know this is a very controversial topic, so please try to listen until the end. I'm going to try to have a very balanced view on that and go on until the end, because maybe there is some part that, okay, feminism is going too far and so on, but also, let's be honest, I think there is a lot of stuff that has been attributed to feminism that are actually the feminism is just not the cause of that. So let's talk first about the family, the concept of family, the idea of, because this person, and I think have this idea of family, of what a conservative family is, which primarily, let's have a broad definition of what a family is, in order to also include the gay community and so on. So it's where you have two parents raising children. One of the two parents is a masculine figure. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, and the other partner is more a feminine figure. And also, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. And this polarity is really important in order for to have the development of children well into their adult life, because it has been shown in the data that most of the people that end up in prison have actually been raised by single parents. So, and obviously that's logical, because if you are raised only by a masculine parent or a feminine parent, there is something that you like. Either in the femininity, the feminine parent is going to bring compassion, nurturing, and so on, an emotional maturity, and so on. And the masculine part is going to bring the structure, the rules, the discipline that are needed to live in society, and so on. So both are very important in order to raise a child and to go in order to have a healthy, functioning adult that is going to live through life in society. So the idea of family is about two persons coming together in order to raise children and have perpetuate their gene through time. And so in the past, so that's the basic concept of family. But until now, because things were tough, and also jobs were primarily either manual work or high corporate work, and also we had some war and so on. So until very recently, until the last wars and so on, the the quality, the different sorry aspect of biology and and personalities that men and women had make them more suitable for men to go to work and for women to stay at home and raise children. It was a very natural process, even though there was some exception, men that maybe were weaker and not apt to do job, but rather prefer to stay at home, and on the other side, maybe women that were way stronger than that other women and maybe were more suited in order to go works. But generally speaking, that was exception. And so because things were tough in the past, really tough, we have evolved in order to in this direction of a natural family where you have a man and a woman, that a man is going to work, bring resources in order to sustain the family, and the woman is take care of the children. So things were tough, and naturally our species has evolved like this. But it was, instead of seeing that as it was the only way, it was, and now something has come up, maybe feminism, I don't know, but and some people are saying that this is the cause of the breakdown of family. And now we are moving on to something that just doesn't work. We don't know. The truth is, we don't know. It was enforced by circumstances until now for a man going to work and a woman to stay at home. But now we had some revolution in terms of technology, where currently most of the works, jobs that are available, a man and a woman can do it. There is no difference. Both of them, a man and a woman, can do most of the jobs that are currently available in the world, as well as one another. Of course, there is still some jobs that men can do better than women, and some other jobs that women can do better than men. And this is probably going to last for a very long time. Like for men and for men better than women, that will be more manual labor. For instance, of course, generally speaking, men are stronger than women physically. So those jobs suit better men than women. And on the other side, when it comes to mental care, caring about people and so on, generally speaking, women are better at that than men. But that doesn't mean men and women can work on this area. Both can do it. It's not suitable for them. But anyway, nowadays, most of the job are can be done by both men and women in the same way and in the same quality. So technology has enabled, and also with the contraceptive aspect, because this is a technology, so technology has allowed women to be on a complete equality compared to men. Now there is nothing that a woman can do that a man can do. So now men and women are equal. And even though that's the point of feminism, still something today, maybe not. There is probably some inequality, but I would argue that now it's reached the point that also for men there is inequality for men. And so rather than just saying about femininity, let's talk about gender equality in general, not feminism, because feminism implies that there is an inequality against women compared to men. So there is still inequality between gender. Maybe not, but let's talk about inequality between gender rather than just against women, because there is a lot of inequality against men, as women are there is a lot of emphasis on the term privilege. But anyway, so yeah, technology has enabled women to do everything that a man can do. So now everybody is on an equal path. So my point is saying that feminism alone destroys family is not necessarily really pointing in the right direction, because I would say it's technology maybe that has destroyed the and also, let's be clear, the idea of what family is. And so this is the idea from the past, because what we need to understand is this new technology, but this is very recent, the computer and internet that allow digital work and so on that men and women can do is very recent. So what we are experiencing currently is more about a transition from an old stage family to a new stage family. And both men and women are going to have to evolve to that. And that's I think the primary view I want to say is there is a transition going on, where if we take things objectively on a broader scale, if for a family to work, we need to have a masculine figure and a feminine figure. And if a woman wants to unleash her masculinity, and this is where she is comfortable with, she needs to understand that if she wants to have a great family, she needs to find a man that is more feminine. And so this is also something that feminism, I think, don't have already understand yet. And maybe they just want to have a good career and so on and be strong there. But if they still deeply as are feminine women that want masculine men, they need to understand that they have to switch in their private life. And that was my main point actually of my video. But my video about femininity is not about feminism, and that's why I wanted to do this video separately. And so yeah, the family is transitioning, it is evolving, where you will have moving forward, and this is something that we need to adapt, and I'm going to touch on that point just after, because it's linked to the video I did yesterday about the fact that happiness doesn't exist. So we are evolving and transitioning towards something, and we need to understand that there is three types of people that are extremely on their masculine side, people that are balanced between masculinity and femininity, and people that are strongly identify with their femininity. And so each of those categories have their counterpart. So those who are strongly on the masculine side have the ones that are strongly on their feminine side, and the ones that are in the middle actually complement themselves. And so you will have three types of not necessarily three types, but you will have some couple that just going to split the work. They are balanced between their femininity and their masculinity, and so they want a balanced family where each one have an equal role. That's going to be difficult, because I think in the household, even though in terms of work maybe both of them are bringing money to the table and so on, but at home I think for the children it's still important to have one parent that is about the masculine figure and one parent that is about the feminine figure. But yeah, you will have those couples that are very balanced. Both are going to both take care of their house and go to their job. Okay, that's fine. And on the other side, you will have the one with the masculine figure that is going to mainly bring resources and so on, and the one with the feminine figure that is going to take care of the house and the children. I'm really stressing that when I say masculine figure and feminine figure, it's not about man or woman. You can have a masculine woman that is going for her job and a feminine man that is staying at home and taking care of the children. That's totally understand her. And why I'm saying why I'm not saying a feminine woman going for a job and so on is because it's possible. It's definitely possible, but in order to rise in a very, because job and business in general are very competitive environment, and femininity, true femininity, doesn't really lack those environment and those aggressive environment. This is what they are looking for in a partner, but this is not something that they like to be to fight against. And yes, so the world is changing, the world is transitioning, and this is my main point, because if you saying that it destroys the family, no, the family is changing. This is more what I want to say. The family is changing, and as I say, it's bring to something that I talked in my previous video, where at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? As long on an individual level. Of course, it is interesting to talk about society and so on, but you on an individual level. And this is what my channel is about. I try to have an objective view about what is, and find solution in order to live the best life we can live in our current situation. So maybe feminism has destroyed family. I'm not sure about that. Maybe not. I don't know. Truth is, I don't care. Because I want to know what makes a good family. I want to understand myself. I want to understand what kind of partner I need to find, and how I can raise my children the right way. And I think this is also what you need to be focusing on. Understand what is the current state, and I explain to you what is currently going on, why the idea of family, actually the concept of family doesn't change, it hasn't been destroyed, but for you now to live a great life, you need to understand where you stand and what you need to look for, what action you can take in order to live your great life. And don't be hang on to the past. That's also, I really encourage you to see my video about happiness, because this is a side effect of you trying to go and look for happiness, and the very best way to never reach it is actually looking for it. But go see my video about it. So yes, I'm a little bit rambling now, but that's a very controversial topic, and I want to have a very balanced view about it. I hope I did that. Yeah, I mean, as I say, who cares? Focus on yourself. Focus on what you can do in your life in order to live the best life you can live. And of course, there will be always some issue in the world and so on, but there is enough people to worry about it, I would say. and also, more importantly, the issue we see with feminism or any other movement, it can be transgender and so on. Generally speaking, there is the people that we hear the most about, the people that are the most obnoxious, that are very yes, you don't want to hear about them, are generally the loudest. And most of people that are impacted by what they are saying, I mean, most of people don't really have this much impact in their lives. There is just a fraction of people that are impacted tremendously, and this is the ones that are the loudest. But we need to understand that in life things are way more balanced. There is only the extremists that are talking loudly. Those are the ones that are more balanced, that are trying to figure out life and moving forward, generally are less loud, and those people are the majority. We need also to remember that those people are the majority. So So maybe the person was true. Maybe feminism has destroyed the family. I don't know. What I do know is there is other aspect in life that with the evolution of technology and so on that may have impact the old school idea of family, the fact that there is one man that is going to work and one female that is staying at home raising children. Maybe sorry, yeah, yes, I'm losing my mind. Sorry. But anyway, I know that people just generally don't go that far in my videos, so I'm not worried about that much. And there was another aspect. What? Oh shit, I don't remember. Anyway. I lost my mind. Sorry for that. But I hope it makes sense. I hope my point of view is interesting and that it helps you, because focusing on the past just will not help you. Period. Okay, the past is what it is, but now we need to understand where we are currently and what we can do moving forward. So, thanks you for watching, and I see you next time.